Okay, if you know this, I call this Get to Know 9. Hopefully it will come on the BSV newsletter next time. I have submitted this article to the BSV, what do you call that? Newsletter committee. I don't know whether they will like it or not. Hopefully it will go on that. The first one is get to know, just without coming down and sitting down for meditation, you need to get to know the preliminaries of meditation. There are certain, as I said, meditation is 5,000 years old. There are a lot of texts written on it, from ancient texts, recent texts, whatever that is. You need to get to know your preliminaries. When it comes to Buddhist meditation, preliminaries are the 5 hindrances. Then how you control yourself verbally, physically and mentally is obviously meditation. But for every meditation there are certain amount of preliminaries that you need to get to know from hindrances. Rather than knowing anything, you need to have a certain amount of theory. For example, if you take Sayadaw U Pandita, he is following the technique by Mahasi Sayadaw. So Mahasi Sayadaw has written a very large manual of Mahasi technique of Vipassana. So this is available to forest monks in Sri Lanka, Myanmar. I don't know about Thailand. So we refer to this manual. And when we are teaching, we take the teachings out of that for you to, for clearing out your meditational problems. The second one is, if you are a serious meditator, get to know your meditation objects. Now I believe Sayadaw Pandita's students, they are doing Vipassana, mindfulness meditation. So out of 40 objects of Buddhist meditation, Anapanasati can be taken. The breath meditation can be taken as Vipassana. The 32 body parts, 4 elements, you need to get to know your meditation object in and out. That is very important. The third one is get to know your stumbling blocks. When you say stumbling blocks, now the 5 hindrances are your mental, it's mental. But there are also physical hindrances that you will encounter during your meditation. We call it impediments. In Buddhism, there are such major 10 impediments and 5 minor impediments. I have been teaching them to my students on Sundays. This is not a time because explanation is very big. But wherever you go for your meditation, if you sit down and if you cannot control your mind, physically or mentally, there is an impediment somewhere there. If you notice today, because of the wind, something was, giving out a bell outside, like a Japanese, what do you call those bamboo things? Now it's an impediment, So you should not be doing meditation in a place like that. So get to know your impediments, get to know the environment. If you are doing your meditation, make a suitable place by going through these impediments. That's very important. And the other one is get to know your time frame. It's very important. Now I believe those who are coming on Thursday, this is your time for serious meditation, isn't it? So Sayadaw is going to be here. You might be doing meditation at home, but you have taken time out of your daily life, daily timetable to do some official meditation when you come on Thursday to BSV and your master is in front of you. So if things are not going right, if things are going great, for both of these reasons you can approach your master and you are going to have time for your meditation every day, not only Thursday. Like if you wake up in the morning, you wake up in the morning, what do? You go to, you can't remember that? You go to the toilet, obviously, because it's causing you trouble. Yes, but in samsara, you don't know what are the things that causing you trouble. So people don't tend to wake up and do meditation. They don't tend to turn to spirituality because they think trouble is not there, this is not samsara. For obvious reasons, they don't do it. But if you had that wisdom that samsara is a big problem, you will wake up, like going to the toilet to relieve your pain. You will also wake up and do your meditation to relieve the problems of samsara. So have this timetable. You brush your teeth, your mouth is going to smell. You don't do your meditation, do it in a way the whole day you feel guilty. I have not done this, I have not done this. Not my whole samsara is going to smell because of this. Why you are laughing? Yes? Huh? So you need to have a timetable like that. Get to know your mechanisms of meditation. That is very important. If you are doing mindfulness meditation, you need to, as I said, you need to know your milestones. You have to ask your meditation teacher, okay, Sadhu, you say that you concentrate on your breath and take notings of sound, pain, feeling, everything. And what are we going to achieve through this? So you need to know, if you are doing mindfulness, you need to know the knowledges, vipassana jnana. If you are doing concentration meditation, you need to know the nature of jhanas. These things are very important. Without just doing every day, you come and even if you don't do, you will be breathing, no? Isn't it? So doing meditation, you have to have targets. It's of course it's a gradual thing. There is a saying, meditation is the journey itself. There's no destination. Destination is the journey itself. Even enlightened beings like Buddha, all the arahants, recent meditation masters, even after achieving their goal, nobody stopped doing meditation. Until the last moment of their life, they kept meditating. So you need to know the mechanisms, how you are going to do your meditation, like knowing your objects. What is the process? What are we going to do in here? Rather than just do you make recipes without knowing the ingredients and what time to stir, what time you need to bake, what is the temperature of the oven, how many amount of salt, sugar that you had put. The same way, these mechanisms are very important. Get to know your progress. How do you get to know your progress? Please, as a meditator, maintain a journal. That's very important. You can log on to your banking, web bank every day, and you see balance. Like that, you need to maintain a meditation journal from the start. If you have not done that all this time, just have a small book, Then you write each and every experience, whether it's relevant or irrelevant. If it's troubling you, you need to write that. Write that and clarify these matters with your meditation master. Then, if you are doing it right, you will be able to see from the time, sitting time, the duration, quality of your samadhi, quality of your concentration, quality of your bodily pains, how you are improving. That's how you calculate your progression. And the seventh one is, get to know your sources of support. Now this article will come on, hopefully, then I have written few other things in detail, but these I'm summarizing you so that I can give it to you within 15 minutes. Get to know your sources of support, in the sense, now I'll be giving a talk not this Sunday, the next Sunday I'll be talking about the importance of having admirable friendship. For example, I will give you, there's a sutta in Anguttara Nikaya, the first sutta that comes on the set of 9 is called Sambodhi Pakya Sutta. What are the things that are going to aid in what is Bodhipakya Dhamma? The things that are supportive of enlightenment. The first one is Kalyana Mitra. Okay? It's very important to have admirable true friend around you. So support is very important. You might go home and you might find your husband not meditating, so he's not supportive, unfortunately. But you have to have a lot of people in a circle who might motivate you. When you come here, I will give you a motivational speech, but when you go out of here, there's nobody to motivate you. So it's very important to have friends like that. So get to know your friends also. That is one of the very important things that if you want to carry on with meditation. Get to know your behavior. Now this is very important. People say, I'll be meditating for 10 years, 15 years, but still temper like this. Can't do anything. A small thing, they will ignite. No? So the behavior has not changed. If you are doing meditation, behavior should be changing for good. The moment you see a person, they should be able to easily let go. That is also another way of calculating or coming into a estimation of your progress. So I'm not saying meditating people should not have anger, because these defilements will not go until the last moment, until you become enlightened. But a lot of things turn into better way of you. You will have less amount of worries. You will easily let go. You will learn, there's a saying, not my monkeys, not my circus, you will understand that. Even if the neighbor's house goes on fire, you might not panic, like that. Through meditation, your behavior should change. So you have to, people say, those people who are doing meditation, when they start, oh, you have changed a lot. What is the secret? Then you can tell, I'm meditating, if you want to. But others will find, you are crazy, when because you have been going out, you have been partying a lot, you have been clubbing a lot. Suddenly you come to a temple, start on meditating, then you are not socializing, then you are not coming and not wasting time, more serene, calm and quiet. Are you depressed? Are you okay? So like that. So these things will happen. But still, behavior is a very good indication of your progress in meditation. Finally, get to know your competence. This is the 9th one. Competence in the sense, those who are good in mindfulness, their mindfulness will not only be good only during meditation, but each and everything that you do, there will be mindfulness. So when you establish mindfulness, you will learn how to establish mindfulness while walking, while sitting down, while sleeping, while chopping onions, while doing everything, even while watching TV. I was reading a text by this famous Mahayana master. He was giving, and he was telling his students, practice mindfulness all the time, except the time that you are driving. Yes? Okay, like that, yeah? Driving time, don't try to be mindful, because if you start meditating, you need a certain amount of mind should go here and there. So that's important. These are my get to know 9s for your successful meditation. So if you are a serious mindfulness guy or whatever, you need to keep these 9 things in your mind. Get to know the preliminaries, get to in and out of what you are doing, read a little bit of text, then get to know your objects. Where did this object come from? What is this object aimed at? Whether this is a concentration object or whether this is a mindfulness object. Get to know your stumbling blocks, environment, what you are wearing, your postures, everything is very important. Get to know your friends, get to know your competence, get to know your progress. If you have a good idea of these 9 things, I believe you can progress on your meditation, and the rest of that is up to your practice and your master to give good guidance, to give good advice how to carry on with this. Any questions? Yes, ma'am.
The article in the newsletter
Yeah.
will have all the...
Yeah, sure. Yes, if they publish. If they don't publish, you can ask Sarath. I will email him and you can, take it. I can give it to you right now, but then again, if somebody gets to know that I have given it away, they will not publish. Okay, that is a problem, no? So let wait for it to go on. Yes. Yes, that is explained in the article. Usually it's up to those days during Buddha's time, it's up to the master to give you a proper meditation technique. Nowadays people will come to the master saying, Bhante, my meditation technique is loving kindness. Oh, is it? Then, so have you progressed? No, still I am at the same place, but I like it, But when I was ordained in Myanmar, under Pa Auk Sayadaw, I didn't have the option of choosing a meditation object. And in the monastery, they didn't also allowed us to go through different techniques. It's a quite straightforward technique. You have to start from concentration. Then when you establish on the fourth jhana, you can do vipassana. But the proper way is, those days in Sri Lanka, first a student comes, the teacher doesn't give anything. Teacher only asks you to sweep the floor, do some odd jobs, clean the toilet, and after 1 week to make sure that his anger is not coming up, his ego is not there, and like that the teacher decides, okay, for him this is suitable. Now people are in a so hurry to get enlightened, no? So they are in a hurry like a soda bottle. They come, they fail, and they go. So they don't have time. In Buddhism, in Visuddhimagga it is stated according to your temperament. Temperament is according to your charita lakkana, according to your personality. A teacher will choose you, whether you are a greedy person, whether you are a lustful person, whether you are a more of an ignorant person. According to these personality traits, one will choose a meditation object. But Anapanasati, mindfulness or breath meditation, is universal for every character, because it will quickly cut down, eradicate, chop the 5 hindrances. So it's Buddha always, 90%, maybe 80-90% of the time, Buddha starts with Anapanasati. During Buddha's time to up to now, until today, the most famous meditation technique has been the breath meditation, because it has been the most popular and well explained, well expounded technique in Buddhism, and it has been the oldest meditation technique. So in that way, that's a short answer. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
I just came in this morning from Singapore on a flight.
Okay.
And was tired.
Okay.
I felt the need to come to meditation, so I came.
Okay.
But I realised that I've actually been asleep.
Okay. That is also good, no? Yeah.
Should I not come, or should I? Is it okay to come?
Well, you don't have to come to meditation to sleep. Yes, if you find a good bed,
Yes.
you will be falling down. So it doesn't mean, but still, let's say during this time, if you stay at home, instead of your tiredness, you start watching TV. Then in that way, it's better to come and do nothing and sleep here, rather than if you can directly go to bed and wake up in the morning, because sleeping is not meditation, but meditation will aid you in sleeping. Yes, so Tina Midda is one, the sleepiness is one of the 5 hindrances, in fact. But we appreciate, even to sleep you come to a place like that, because some people, they don't want to come in the first place because it's so boring. I usually tell my students, every meditation is a sleeping meditation for them, Just pretend to sleep, they just sleep, and luckily we have a bell. Otherwise you just say sadhu, some people will not wake up. You hit on. Yes. So it's like that. Thank you. Anyway, so coming and sleeping is not good, but until you get enlightened, the hindrances will be there. Even Venerable Moggallana, the chief disciple of Lord Buddha, the main trouble for him was falling asleep. So Buddha gave a set of advice. Out of this advice, the most important advice that I find is, you have to go through all of them. But aloka sanya, you do certain things. If you fail, open your eyes, look at a source of light, and maintain that brightness in your eyes. Take the aloka sanya, that light, and contemplate on that. Then your sleepiness will go away. Yes. In that set of advice given by Buddha, sleeping is the last resort. None of this work. Please go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, any other questions?
Can we have mindfulness while we multitask, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are very busy, so we do many things at the same time.
Yes. Mindfulness can be doing. Now, for example, when Buddha did the twin miracles, he was establishing mindfulness on two things. What is the Tejo Kasina and what is water? What is water in Pali? Apo Kasina. Yes. Apo, Tejo, Vayu. Yes, Apo Kasina at the same time. Through through practice, yes. I'm not saying yes. So yes. If a pianist can have play with two hands, why not?
So let's say I'm washing the plate and talking with my little one at the same time.
Yes, that's obvious non-mindfulness, But then. If you had like 6 hands like Khatragama, you might be able to. But let's think of like riding a bicycle, and while that you can do multitasking. But rather than thinking about that, please try to think how established are you in your primary meditation object. If you cannot maintain your mindfulness on the breath, don't think beyond that. Yes, that's very important. Okay, everything is possible as when you progress.
I think observing the breath.
Yes.
Say I observe the in-breath while noticing that the body is calm. Is it something similar to multitasking?
Usually body is relaxing. No. For example, when you are doing meditation, the kaya passaddhi, relaxation of body, is an outcome. Okay, but while then the instruction is, now when it comes to kaya passaddhi, when your body is relaxing, what is the feeling that you are going to get? How do you identify that relaxation? You're feeling. Then the feeling is the meditation object there. So I'm a sukha vedana, happy feeling. So you concentrate on the feeling. But then the idea is pasambayang kaya sankarang. Even that you let go of it to identify the vedana there. So it's not necessarily multitasking, but when it comes to your object of concentration, initially it was in the breath, because now we are doing breath meditation, you keep on doing that, suddenly you go into awareness, that you go into relaxation. The meditation object changes there to the awareness of the body. So from that to this. Yes, depending on how because when you look at from a point of view from Abhidhamma, it's one mind movement going to the other, no? Because two mind movements cannot exist at the same time. So anybody cannot justify having two mind movements together on two objects. It's always one mind movement, then to the other object. Okay?
What stage do we do like metta if we are doing metta?
Metta, for example, you don't have to have a stage particularly to do metta. In Myanmar, the primary meditation object is Anapanasati. So when people cannot establish good concentration on Anapanasati, they are advised to do metta. There are something called Chatu Arakaka Bhavana, 4 protective meditations. In every tradition, whether it's Vipassana or a concentration meditation, you start with these 4 protective meditations, because it will keep you in a safer position if you are doing it in a monastery. So first one is metta, then is asubha, then is marana, then the other one is Buddhanusati. Yes, these 4 are called 4 protective meditations. So there is no particular statement that you should do metta or not, but it comes under 40 meditation objects, and it comes under the 4 immeasurables, Chatu Brahma Vihara. So metta meditation will take you up to technically the 3rd jhana, if you think about it. But not to talk about jhana, just for getting good samadhi, metta is very good. But the problem with metta is now metta, people get too excited with metta. So there is because Buddhism, even the Buddha gives in Patisambhida Magga how metta should be done. So you follow a long set of lines doing metta. May I be well, may my father, may my teacher, then the neutral person, then the hostile person. So it's kind of unsuccessful. My meditation teacher, he uses only 2 lines. First you start with two lines. That's very effective. Not to rather than going through the whole poem or whole mantra of, it's obviously you start spreading metta to whole universe from first day. I don't see any reason why you need to do that, First he said you establish these 2 lines. May I be free from anger. May I be free from hate. Only these 2 lines. Initially, you have to keep doing this for 3-4 months, then you clarify. When you are doing, you will be very angry at one point, so you are not sure whether this is working, so you will come and in your meditation master will say, it's going to work, yeah, carry on.